Hey everyone, Kika and Den here.
And we're hanging out in New York City.
Because this weekend is Sail GP. We've been sailing and living on our boat for quite a few years now, so we pretty much geek out about anything sailing related. So when we heard that Sail GP was coming to New York, we had to check it out.
Well, we just got off the ferry on the New Jersey side, and we're here to visit the Sail GP base camp. Did I hear or read somewhere 66 containers? 67? Style in.
Well,
Is it going to fit around your ponytail? That's the question.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looks really good on top of buns and...
Yeah. Kika's hair is a hard thing to hide right now. Well, we are at base camp, but it's a construction zone, so we are suited up and OSHA certified.
So our friends at Zhik hooked us up today and gave us a backstage access to the Sail GP base camp. We're here with Courtney, and she's giving us an awesome VIP tour, meeting up with the crew and checking out the boats, and everything just looks amazing.
This is an intense amount of work.
Yes.
To set up and disassemble in such a short amount of time.
Yeah. But that's been one of the big developments with these boats from when we raced them in Bermuda. And that's one of the reasons why the Kiwis were so fast, because the elbows of their dagger boards were much thinner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So where it goes from the lifting surface to the vertical. And that's the bit that the structure is. So these ones have got a much better structure in, and they're one piece, so it's much thinner there.
Gotcha.
Well, before, like, I'm the wing trimmer, so I had like a clutch, so I would engage the wing to come in when I wanted it to.
Gotcha.
But now it only comes in if the grinders grind it in.
Okay, that makes sense. So they're actually back to doing the original
so
purpose
I
of having
ease,
wings.
yeah.
My job is there's a hydraulic ram in the back there that moves the pitch of the board.
Yeah.
But there's like a flight control system, I call it pepper cracker, and you just move it like this and it just changes the pitch. Cool. Yeah, and it just moves everything, like you're saying, except for the wing sheet, which is connected to the wing winch. Everything else is hydraulic.
And the guys grinding then are actually the ones like trimming the actual sail?
The wing. Yeah.
The wing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wing.
So there's the Samuel's there, he's in the pedestal. He's actually one of our grinders. You see he's working on the pedestal that he turns on.
Oh,
So he's
that's the actual pedestal.
That's the actual pedestal. Yeah. The handles are out. He's just giving you the service. Nice. So he'll put grease in there and just make sure. He can also change the gears. So if it's light wind,
you don't need to crank it.
You don't have to crank it as far to move it further. But if it gets windier, the load gets too high. So you just will go almost shift down a gear.
Do you have foils on the rudders as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's 3 points of contact when you're up?
Yeah, I'll show you the rudders over here. Woodcock here is working on them, and he's just trying to get the really fine detail, because every little detail makes
because
knots difference.
Technically the boats are all identical, right? So it comes down to crew and however many
we're looking for the 1%ers here, so he's working hard. Bit of elbow grease, hey, Woodcock. So sharp.
Fine,
Let's just show you so no one cuts themselves. So you run your hands along it, you'll just get a nasty little gash. This top section is the exact same as the other boards, the light air boards, except this wing area here is what's different. So just a bit smaller, lower drag, higher speeds. It's amazingly strong, but anything sharp, will just pierce straight through it.
That's what the wing is made out of.
Same thing. So all we do is we just put that on. We got double-sided sticky tape, and you just get a heat gun and you just heat it up. It just shrinks and makes everything nice and tight.
That's awesome.
All our sailing gears in that container over there, all the dagger boards as well, and then even the wing disassembles and we put in there. So
you only
even
have 4
there's 10.
containers.
There's 10 we're in.
Those are 4 containers to put your whole.
Yep.
That's insane. So you guys break these?
Well, funny you mention that, because Todd here, he's right now.
Is that what you're sanding out?
Yeah,
we hit
something yesterday and it took a big chunk out of the front.
Yeah.
As soon as we came out of the water, there was like a big chunk missing.
So a chip in that area, it'd be like having a chunk this big out of the side of your hull, of a yacht. Like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but the reality is that this whole boat and all its crew end up flying on. This is the only thing above the water.
Yeah.
So from here and then from here down.
And it's only one of those at a time unless you guys are
exactly
about to tack.
Unless we're manoeuvring,
That's so crazy.
Because the skipper's generally looking at the jib anyway to make sure it's not too high or low, and it'll be on the wing, and it'll show a sort of outline of the course, and then below will be like all our instruments, so like boat speed, everything will be on the wing just below it, so it's a good place to have. That's cool.
So you're going to take us out for a sail?
I don't know, are we? I've got no idea.
I mean, yeah, totally, right?
Yes.
Totally, yeah.
Around this way.
Just while we're doing the interview.
You're
just a
picking
little
up.
bit. That's right.
This is really cool. We have to be quiet because there's another interview. Bigger interview.
There's guys with bigger cameras here, so we have to like...
Yeah. Okay, that's okay.
This is intense. They work on the boats, they drag them out here, they lift the wings up and assemble those. They lift the boat up and put the foils and the rudders on. And then the entire boat is hoisted up and over all of the other boats in the marina and dropped into the water so they go out and test sail. It's crazy.
You're looking, heard you know my name. Said something cooking underneath my hood.
Well guys, today is the first official day of the races. We're at North Cove Marina and the races should start in just a few minutes.
This is where the race village is. This is pretty much where everyone can watch the race from land. There's a vendor's tents, there's a bunch of activities, and there's a giant screen that shows the whole event live.
It's pretty cool.
So it's gonna be really interesting to see just how many people show up for it. But wait, Dan, I recognize this boat.
We know them.
I think it's so funny. So 2 years ago, we met up with the Impossible Dream back in Mexico. If you don't know about them, it's a really, really cool catamaran that is designed for wheelchair. And we went for a day sail with them and we did a video about them. So if you want to know more, just check out the video here. But I did not expect to see them here. So it's really cool that we are at the same place at the same time 2 years later. So I think we should go say hi.
It's crazy here. You guys again.
So awesome.
How's your stuff? Nice to see you again.
Wow, look who I'm here. So a quick update, turns out we're going to watch the race on the water. Deborah and the team of the Impossible Dream are taking some kids out to watch the race and we got invited to tag along. So this should be fun. What do you think, Dan? Excited for the race?
Oh, this is gonna be sweet. I'm glad we got out on a boat today. This is fantastic.
There's so many boats out there. It's insane. Like, I knew it was going to be crazy, but there's a lot of boats watching it.
The UK boat already capsized and broke the top of their wing sail, and France has gone up on one hull twice now. It's pretty intense.
The first leg just ended, and I think Australia won that first race. Go Team Australia.
This is pretty sweet. I like being out here on the water and watching it. We get like the whole view at the backdrop of Manhattan. It's beautiful.
It is also so windy.
The wind and the current are both coming out the same direction, and I think it might be messing up some of the boats because every time they come down here and tack, they almost stall out and then have to pick up and keep going.
Unbelievable. Here we go. Go USA. It's not scripted, I promise, but look at that.
Well, Deborah.
I'm so sorry to say goodbye.
Me too. Thank you so much for having us. It was
My pleasure.
honor. Today we're getting the exclusive VIP experience of SailGP, courtesy of B&G. So we have our passes in that lovely black envelope.
We were a little bit late today.
Hello, Trouble. How are you?
We made it.
You made, thank goodness for that.
Thank you.
Get around the front of them. You guys, stay ready. Watch us kick on battle, Titanic top. Big wheelie, whoa! Hey, come on!
Well guys, it looks like Japan took the first race and they are definitely sailing a lot faster and a lot harder today than they were yesterday. They're sailing like they've got nothing to lose. And in case it couldn't get any better, our friend Andrew's got us access to the media area on the front of the bow, which means we literally have the best seats in the house. It is 1 minute to start, and the final two teams in the match race are going to be
Australia and Japan. This is gonna be awesome. I'm so excited for the final race.
Unbelievable. SailGP moment there out there, can't believe that. Team Japan tacking, Team Australia tacking, straight behind us. Now in a break for the green zone. This is by no means over.
Well guys, it looks like Japan won.
Yep, Japan won first place, Australia second place. This is Andrew. This is pretty much the whole reason how we are here. Thank you so much, Andrew, again.
It's been an absolute pleasure. I think we've got a lovely time.
Yeah. So now we're going to hang out at the lounge.
At the Adrenaline Lounge, hang out, a bit more drink, a bit more food, have a lovely time, listen to some music, get dancing.
Well, that was a heck of a lot of fun. The boat ride's over, but we're about to head into the Adrenaline Lounge and grab some more drinks and maybe hang out with some of the teams. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was amazing. Japan won.
Got you looking, heard you know my name. Said something cooking underneath my hood. I know you wanna be a friend of mine. I know you wanna be a friend of mine. Get out the bleachers, get out on the field. Want you to tell me if you're really.
Couldn't be a proper sailor without passing out free food.
Hi, how are you? We're here at the Adrenaline Lounge with my boy Kai. He's the grinder for the Australian team.
I am.
Team Zhik. All the way.
Team Zhik.
It was really close. There were like 10, 9, you guys were just like falling out.
Displacement sailing.
Yeah.
And as they popped onto the foil, they side slipped. And as they kicked coming up, they just bumped down.
Like seeing your breath in
an hour.
36 minutes.
The winner of SailGP 2019 New York City.
I'm not letting go of it. We'll hang on to this one till next year.
Yep. What an incredible weekend.
We had such a good time learning about everything that goes on in this epic race series, from how they pack the boats, to how the boats were built, to how they assemble the boats on site, the whole camp, how it's put together, and then they launch the boats and practice and test with the boats. It's an insane amount of work and effort that goes into putting on this race in every single city in such a short amount of time between the two.
Definitely. So another huge thanks to Zhik, B&G, and SailGP for getting us that exclusive behind the scene access this weekend, and also a big thanks to the crew on the Impossible Dreams for having us on board. It was so amazing that we were able to run into you again 2 years after the first time we met.
For sure. If you guys missed the race, we'll put links in the description below to watch the whole thing here on YouTube, or you can also download the SailGP app and you can watch the replays from every race in every city and see all the boat stats and everything else, which is pretty sweet.
But if you want to see our own sailing adventures, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post sailing videos every single week. But until then, cheers!
Sailing Uma.
He gets paid commission.
Sailing Uma, they are B&G ambassadors as well as Zhik Australia ambassadors.
Nice.
And,
Is it Zhik or is it Zhik?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You're the ambassador.